Hey everyone, welcome to Module 6. This is going to be another quick one. If you look at the work scheduled for this week, you'll see that the tasks are fairly direct and not that extensive. We're primarily back to our recurring topic of audience. Now, this week you're asked to engage in a discussion. The first part of that is to create a post that draws from your on your draft from our last module and reflects on it, particularly in how it seeks to make connections with a particular audience. And if you think back to, again, module 2, you were asked to put together audience 1 and audience 2. So this essay was supposed to be aimed at audience 1. All right. Now in the discussion, you're supposed to cut out a piece of your draft that works to do that, show it, then offer some suppositions about how well, first you want to talk about how it is working to aim at that audience. And then you want to make some suppositions about the kinds of changes you would make in moving to speak to your audience too. All right. So that's really what you're doing. Then in your responses, you're going to engage in some peer review, look at what other people say about doing this, and then offer them constructive hints to make the shift in their essays. So remember what you're doing. All right. Remember our big project. We have an essay. We have 2 essays that we're writing. One essay is aimed at audience 1. One essay is aimed at audience 2. Both of the essays will be about your selected article. All right. So you're going to write about the selected article in 2 different ways. That's the entire big deal for what we're doing this entire semester for this class. All right. Now, as far as this discussion goes, it is a comprehensive thought exercise, but it is just one discussion that you have to complete. There's nothing else to do. So it's a relatively light work week. What I'd like you to recognize is that this has been done for a reason, and that is to give you extra space for thinking and planning for what is to come in Module 7. We only have the one discussion this week, but at the close of Module 7 next week, you'll be asked to submit the completed capstone project for the course, and that is both of those essays. So you're going to have the revised version of your draft for your first essay. So again, remember last week you did a draft for essay number 1. I'll be giving you feedback on that. So you'll be asked to revise it, bring it up to, good quality. And then you'll be asked to actually complete the second version of that essay aimed at audience 2 and submit that as well. All right. That is the big thing the big project for our course, and it is due at the end of next week. So between now and then, over the space of these 2 weeks, you'll have a good deal of writing and revising to accomplish. And my advice is use the time to your advantage. Don't wait until the middle of Module 7 to start on this, or you'll find yourself in a crunch, and it's very likely that the quality of your essays will suffer. So, as I said, over this week, I will be giving you feedback on the first draft. And what I'm going to do now is just implore you. If you have questions on anything that I say, let me know. Our exercise for Module 6 deals with peer review, and you should think of what I say about your work in those terms. My feedback is meant to offer commentary to make things better, but it is not meant to be entirely directive, all right? Just because I'm the instructor doesn't mean I know everything that's going on in your head, all right? Everything that you're intending. So it is possible that a conversation on the subject, if I say something and you don't get what I say about that change, a conversation might change the outcome for what would be done, all right? It may be that you can explain your reasoning in a way that changes my view of what you're doing. And it may be that I can explain my position to show you why such changes should be made in certain contexts so that you can apply this to future writing. None of that happens without having a conversation, though. All right. So please, if you don't get something that I'm saying, if it doesn't make sense to you, please let me know. All right. And we'll talk about it and we'll, hammer out what needs to be done. Okay. So that's really it for now. As usual, if you have other questions or concerns about anything, please let me know. You know how to do it. So until next week, as usual, adios.